Everybody taking pleas. And Thug in there looking crazy as hell.
It's definitely a touchy situation that Thug is facing. I don't know the ins and outs of the program. I don't know the whole situation. All I can see is what I see. And from where I come from, taking a plea when you have co-defendants, it's really not the thing you're supposed to do. If you're up against a case by yourself and shit like that, that's something different and shit like that. But you taking a plea is a touching thing, and I don't really want to touch too much on it and shit like that because I've seen my niggas go through some of the same things, but I can't say this. None of my niggas took a plea. They're all in jail right now doing the time. They accepted what they did. They accepted who snitched on them. They accepted it all, and they all sat down and did their time. Nobody tried to take a plea. Nobody tried to go around. You dig? Niggas even went to trial. They did everything they could but do that. So
Jimmy Capo status sounding off in a recent interview with DJ University about Gunna's plea deal. Wild situation to say the least, man. This Georgia State RICO case been going on, and we seeing a lot of the YSL members cop a plea. And Gunna just the other day took back to social media with some backlash from Young Thug's brother and some other individuals, also 6ix9ine, saying, yo, man, you ratted. You ratted. Just like me. You said that they were a gang in court. You implicated them with that plea deal. And, Gunna got all in his feelings and deleted the comment. You know what I mean? A lot of these rappers make up their own rules as they go along, man. It's kind of wild, almost in a sense like a God complex. It's a bit ludicrous if you really think about it, man. Like, no cap. You know what I'm saying? The street codes is the street codes, and if you break them, you break them. Like I've been pointing out in other videos, 1090 Jake is exposing Boston Richie and other ish going on, and a lot of these rappers is just like, yo, what I do that wasn't snitching. It's not snitching because I'm gonna spin it this way or I'm gonna spin it that way, and there's even some influencers in the blogosphere, and not just regular schmucks like me, cats with a legal background, you know what I mean, who are backing these individuals, and it's been kind of exposed that they're more or less taking bags from these labels like, hey, our investment's getting hurt. You know what I mean? We need these dudes to look official. So from a legal standpoint, clear it up like what they did ain't telling. But I don't know, it's crazy to say the least. It really is, man. We live in this odd age where information spreads fast as a motherfucker, faster than ever. So you think things would be clearer than ever, but in reality, it's cloudier than ever because, people whose word means something as far as the blogosphere and the internet goes will try to swing a narrative this way or that and change it all up. Like it's just wild if you really take a step back and look at it all. You know what I mean? But the Capo says he ain't going for the games. If you're facing a case by yourself and you want to cop out and take a plea and take a deal or whatever, that's one thing. But when your case is tied to a lot of other individuals' case, you got to take that thing to trial. You got to man up, face them years, no plea deals, kind of like the mob used to say back in the day. You know what I mean? The mob didn't even want motherfuckers taking a plea and, allocuting, even if they weren't directly snitching on someone else. Like as far as crimes they did, they didn't even want them to allocate and admit that the mob existed. Just that was some flockery. And, Jimmy here is saying that's what it is. Like, he don't respect it. And you heard him. He said, shout out to Young Thug. He's done so much for so many individuals. And, he feels for them. I don't know, y'all. Let me know what you guys think about it. Hop in the comments. I will point out, though, with this conversation going, that there were some situations with Jimmy that seemed a bit odd as far as it's kind of, while when we were bringing up 6ix9ine, he's calling out all these other snitching ass rappers. Like, why don't they get put on blast like I did? You guys all remember that federal wiretap we heard where Jones, gave the order for 6ix9ine to be super violated. And, there's been a big debate since then if, that constituted violence or a murder, which, even constituting violence, as far as the feds go, you know, that's participating in the criminal enterprise. But that's a whole nother story. Y'all can comment about that as well, and let me know if you think Jimmy is really an agent. I don't know. Like, I thought it looked a bit funny to me, but what do I know? Once again, I'm just a schmuck talking into a device. So tap in and let me know what y'all think. In other quick news, guys, Gangsta Gibbs. I'm about sick of Gangsta Gibbs-ish. What do y'all think, man? Like, all this dude really does is troll at the end of the day. And we know when him and Benny the Butcher ended up getting into their situation, things got a bit hectic for him. He got beat down in Buffalo, New York at the Dinosaur Barbecue. And we saw, actually, he went on to cap like his chain ain't got took, like he had a backup chain. But, you know, it wasn't the big G piece. It was a smaller one that the Butch later showed us he had. But, you know, he definitely proved Gangsta Gibbs was lying his ass off. But it says right here, you know, when he asked if they could ever squash the issue, he said, "I'm so far removed from that BS in the streets. I'm about to be an esteemed actor and mogul. I couldn't care less about any of that stupid ish. To me, those guys are like comedy. I make jokes to these guys like that. And that's why guys like that want to fight, because they a joke to me. I don't even take guys like that serious." But in all reality, man, you know, I don't try to be so opinionated on these things, but it's like, come on, Gibbs, you troll around for internet beef all day long. You know what I mean? He went on to say, "So I don't care to squash no beef with nobody. You could hate me forever, and that's fine with me, because you insignificant in general with anybody. I mean that for any rapper." And it's like, come on, man, you got in your feelings like about some ish the fans were saying about doing collabs and whatnot. I don't know, man. Like, he's talking about he can't take the Butch or any of these rappers serious. You know what I mean? He got on Joe Rogan and he's too big for his britches now. I don't know. Y'all let me know what you guys think about it. But that's all I got on this one. Sub up. Stay tuned for more news. It's Coffee. I'm gone.